That's a very cool ring.
Yeah, this was made for me by the guy who makes all of Keith Richards' jewelry.
Really?
Yeah. And so all that metal stuff that he has in his hair and stuff. And he made it for me because I watch things for a living, right? So it's an eye,
Well, that's good.
But I've had it for 100 years, and it's a real glass eye, and there's not a mark on it, so I don't know what they make glass eyes out of, but it's pretty cool.
It's a real glass
It's a real
eye?
glass eye, yeah.
Your idea?
No, it was his. No, he came up with the idea. Yeah.
That's good.
Congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about working with the two young girls that are in the movie, because I thought they were remarkable.
Well, that's the thing. You've seen the movie, and you know, if we hadn't found two girls who could pull this off, we wouldn't have a movie.
That's right.
And I know, credits to the casting director. I know it took a long time, but they found Megan, who plays the older girl in Vancouver,
Okay.
and Isabelle was from Montreal. And to work with, it's actually working with good actors is easy because they're there, they respond, and it feels real, so it makes it easier. And then these girls were just a treat, really sweet, and they who knows what happens in the future, but they weren't spoiled, you know. What I mean?
Right.
They had great parents there as well.
And did you build any kind of relationship with them beforehand? I've heard often when you're working with kids, you spend some time with them before so they're comfortable with you.
We didn't have much time, but I did, it was very important for me, of course, to get to know them quick.
Mm-hmm.
And so, of course, I would spend as much time I could because I wanted to have that, just a relaxed way around them. And also, it was a little different for Annabelle, played by Jessica, because she has to start out being a little cold with the girls.
Right.
It takes a long time before they build up a relationship. So we both had different ways of approaching these girls.
Right. This is a little different than some of the things that we've seen you in before. Headhunters, obviously, huge hit, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It's a little different take for you. Was it important for you to try something to break that mold a little bit?
I wish I could say yes, but no, it's not. I don't plan that much. I looked at the script, and then I just looked at the people involved, and then I got really excited because I liked, and then I get to play these twins. Of course, Jeff is only in it the first 5-7 minutes, but what he does is so important for Luke and for the rest of the movie. So I thought that was interesting, and I loved the way the movie ended, and of course Guillermo del Toro producing it, and I saw the short that this is based on that Andy Muschietti did, and it was just beautiful and clearly incredible talent behind that. And then of course Jessica playing the lead, it was very. I really wanted to be in it. So, yeah.
Well, the short film was interesting because it's only about 3.5 minutes long, 3.5 minutes long. Your character is not in it.
Annabelle's not in it.
There's no story really to it, but for some reason it's spooky. It's really compelling. It grabbed me, and
also the fact is that our imagination fills in a lot of gaps.
Right.
And the fact when the girls in that little thing, there's Mama's coming, Mama's there, and suddenly you go, what was wrong? And then in the end, that's the little shot when she's then turned into this.
Yeah.
It's eerie and it's so well made, and it's interesting. They really understand how you can make our subconscious work. They just push all the buttons. And I think also, there's that long tracking shot that just follows the kids all the way down. That's like we can't get away. Because that's what happens when you cut too many times, I find, in these movies. That you kind of give the audience an escape, but here it's just like, oh no, we're stuck. It's great.
Do you think that's a difference because you're not North American? And maybe your sense of horror is a little different because you come from...
Well, maybe it's... Yeah, maybe. Because I don't think of this as a horror movie.
Right. It's a thriller.
I think of it as a ghost story, a thriller, yeah. Because for me, horror is more like blood and we don't have that in this movie. But maybe you're right. My favorite... Well, that's a favorite scary movie, which I think this is what's it called? So my mind is blanking. Stanley Kubrick.
Oh, The Shining.
The Shining. And it's you never know what's going on, but it's there all the time. It's just that atmosphere of something's like about to happen. And of course, then you have again two girls, twins, that freaks you out. But to me, that scares me more, or in a way, when I don't see the gore, when I don't see all that.
Well, I think that's what horror movies used to be. You know, and
Yeah.
scary movies and
Yeah.
atmospheric movies used to
Yeah.
be that, where, you know, it was about the shadows and the thing that was right under the bed or the thing that was right around the corner.
And I think we've had that. I know it's probably still there. I know they've got the Texas Chainsaw Massacres out now, and we've had the Saw franchise, which is so gory and it's so over the top. Nothing wrong with that, but I can't watch stuff like that because it's just, you know, I feel sick. This is just different, I think. So yeah, I think the only reason I'm saying is that I think if you're watching this and you expect to go in and see something with a lot of blood, you'll be disappointed. So that's why.
Instead, the film is really beautiful.
It's beautifully shot.
It's beautifully shot. There's a scene at the end that I will give nothing away. This is not a spoiler. But there's a scene at the end that looks, if you could take almost any frame right out of the film and hang it on the wall when she's hovering. And it's just such a beautiful thing. Was there actually, when you were shooting that, was there actually anything there, or is that all CG? Or
actually, the whole ending is a combination of when you see us, when you look and have the forest in the background, then we're shooting on location. The other way with Mama, we're in a studio, and then it was a blue wall with the poor Javier Pache who plays Mama. Made up, spent 6 hours, and then he had to spend a whole day hanging in wires.
Yeah.
So no, it's kind of, when you do these movies and then you finally get to see the finished product. It's, you know, you look at these guys who do the special effects, and you go, it's like black magic. You go, how did you do that? I mean, how did they do this? It's so amazing because you can't see it's seamless.
And was it surprising for you when you finally did see it? Did you go, that's what that was supposed to look like?
No, I mean, I knew what it would be, but still, it's that weird thing when you see a rough cut and you you kind of know what it is, and then you see the drawings.
Right.
But when it's there, when it's finally there, it's still like, wow, that's what it was.
Yeah, yeah. Will you flip-flop back and forth between your home and North America for work, or are you going to become ours now?
I think, well, I've discussed that with my wife, with my kids as well, and who knows? I mean, you never know. But up until now, you know, moving to like Los Angeles, if I went there, I've never shot there. Mm-hmm. So I would take my family and I would stuck them there and say, hi, see you later. I'm going to go to Toronto and shoot a movie. And also, you know, they have a life.
Yeah.
You know, it's not all about me. You know, and I guess I have to accept that. And then we have a good life back in Denmark, and I like it there.
Yeah. And do your kids, how old are they?
9 and 12.
Do they get what you do?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Would you let them see Mama?
Not the youngest. Maybe the oldest could see it. Yeah. Oh, not the youngest. She'll have nightmares.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
Well, it was a
pleasure to see you. Yeah.